Hey, I got this question. What's gonna happen when AI becomes more prevalent? Like, will accounting and bookkeeping still be a thing? And I get asked this question probably about like once every 6 months. It's generally by people who are like, they're newer to the industry and they're like, if I'm gonna make this industry switch, I want to make sure that like it's secure and it's something that's, gonna be something I can do for a long time. And there's like a lot of mixed reviews when it comes to AI. My number one, argument for why you're not gonna be replaced if you have skill set, if you're able to add value, is because most business owners can't even log into their Gmail. I'm just being completely honest. Something happens like the more successful you get, like the less technologically savvy you become. And I don't know. I used to be like a really technical wizard. I could like have all like little things on like the computer and stuff like that. Nowadays, I can barely do a lot of stuff on the computer. It's just I'm not very technologically savvy these days, right? Everything's kind of moving so fast. But number one, most business owners don't even want to use like the automated features inside of QuickBooks because like they just don't really want to be bothered, and plus they get overwhelmed very very quickly. So that's number one. Number two is that there's you have to learn how to utilize AI in order to add more value, move faster, and reduce the costs that are incurred to your business. So let's talk about costs incurred to your business. Now, for a bookkeeping business, we don't have a lot of costs, so like that's gonna be like the least impactful avenue because there's just not that many costs. That's one of the benefits of having a virtual bookkeeping business. Is like the profit margins are extremely high, especially when you can actually have your client pay for all of your software tools, right? So they're going to be having their own QuickBooks subscription. They're going to be using their own document storage things. They're going to have like the deal with third party payroll processors. They'll be using the different AR software as well, right? So it's like this is apple cider, by the way, sparkling cider. I like to drink one of them every day, just cause. But yeah, every day around like 10 o'clock in the morning ish. Yeah, so that's number one's a cost. Next thing is going to be like the time. So we've actually had students in our mentorship program that start doing like tax plans using Chat GPT and using like these different AI like models that are there. Like they're actually pretty good. Same thing with like bookkeeping. You can actually have it do like cleanups for you. It's just you can then go and review it. So it'll speed up a lot of the stuff for you. And then you have to learn how to utilize that time savings to really do other aspects in your business. So the work will not take you as much time as what it used to, right? Oh, and even though like QuickBooks already has some AI built into it, like book review, as well as some of the workflows will utilize a little bit of AI inside of it. So it's like everything is kind of infused with AI. You have to instead of it's kind of like like if you're in school, right? There's bullies. There's people that are like the toughest. You can either align yourself with the toughest person, or you can have them be your enemy. Why would you have it be your enemy when you can just align yourself with it? Another thing that AI is really good at is making content. So you can actually have it go and write these very detailed posts about accounting and bookkeeping. And if you're thinking that like maybe you know more about accounting and bookkeeping than what GPT does, yes, you might have more practical application, but the amount of textbooks you can feed into ChatGPT to make it actually spit out really good search result is amazing. Like I shot in a 297 document of like all the different like posts that I've made over like the last like 2 years. And it basically can then rewrite all of my posts and make it super simple for me. So I don't have to like really make that much content anymore. I can use all the historical content, maybe spruce it up, give it a facelift, and then it reshoots it for me and like tells me like different things to say, different ideas to think about. It just moves things so quickly. So it's honestly such a great tool if you can use it. But no, it's not going to replace you if you understand how to utilize it. And also, part of having a business is that it gives you control. That means you can always go and find a new client. Let's say you lose a client. Like let's say AI like replaces you from one client. It's the same thing as if they just found another bookkeeper or another accountant. They're just gonna like move on to someone else, right? So you just move on to another person as well. You have complete control of your income, right? That's why it's very important to start generating income generating skills, right? Doing the accounting work itself is a really good income generating skill, but it is not the main driving skill that will produce money. It's like once you already have the client, yes, this will allow you to continuously make income. But your actual income generating skill is your consultation call, right? Because let's say that you did not really understand accounting or bookkeeping very well, and you can only do like at a base level, you could still charge $500 to $1,000 for setting up their QuickBooks, and then maybe doing like an initial catch up or initial cleanup. So if you had 100 people that you found in a year that needed to set up their books, and you could charge $1,000, you'd still make $100,000. Right now, I know in this example, like in order for you to do a cleanup, you have to know bookkeeping. I know. But what I'm saying is, if you didn't really have that great of a grasp on bookkeeping, you could still make a lot of money. And that's why it's not really always about the level of experience you have. It's oftentimes about your soft skills. So your marketing, your sales, your ability to negotiate a price point that's higher than what other people can charge. If you have those down, then you're going to be able to grow the business. And like, it's going to make things a lot smoother and a lot simpler. Yeah, I prefer the Northwest Blend Sparkling Cider by Martinelli's. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have enough subscribers for that, but it's funny, you kind of choose the games you play in life, right? So the game that I'm playing right now in life is like adding value, right? Versus having like a super massive giant like YouTube audience, because they don't always go exactly hand in hand, right? You can have a really, really great audience. It's very small and very niche, and like the topics you focus on are very, very tight, like we do on this channel. Or in some cases, you have like very, very broad topics. Now, both of them can work. I've just chosen to kind of do it more niche because it's a lot more fun to talk about accounting and bookkeeping stuff. I know the people that watch it, like it benefits them a lot. So it's just one of those cool things. And I might not ever have 100 million followers. Who knows? Maybe I will. 100 million's a lot. I don't know about getting 100 million. But if I got like, let's say like 1 million followers or 1 million emails on my database, like that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't complain. After a certain point in your life, it's not always just about like scarcity, right? So like a lot of people like when they ask the question about the AI, like it's really about like, it's kind of a scarcity based thing. It's like, well, what happens if things change? It's like, well, you want things to change in life, you don't want to stay the same. Now, just because things stay the same, it feels safer. But really, the thing that's the most important is that if you have the right skill set, or if you have the ability to learn new skill sets quickly, then you're generally going to be okay. Because there are going to be naturally industries that will lag behind other industries, like accounting. If you think about law, if you think about sales, if you think about just most industries will have, especially the ones that are like where you have a lot more wealth generating opportunities, are going to be more timeless. Opportunities where it's like more about like getting rich fast, like crypto, like that, or NFTs, or those are generally like more about like they're really changing very quickly, right? But if you think about the stuff that builds wealth, right, and wealth is just a measurement of time versus money, right? The ones that have the most wealth, the ones that are most established, the ones that are the oldest, and when they're older, they're a little bit slower to change. So all you would do is just learn how to go and work with industries that are a little bit slower to change, and then you could extend the timeline of working together. You could also learn how to actually have great client meetings so clients actually like talking to you and get valuable insights from you. Then you just use GPT to go and analyze the data that you get. It will tell you how to go and summarize the information to the business owner to add value, and then they're going to love you forever. So utilize the tool. Don't be afraid of it. It's okay that things change. Just learn how to change a little bit faster. I know you might be a little bit older. Like maybe you're 55, 60. You just want a couple more years. Like you can definitely like make it. If it's only like 5 or 10 more years that you need in order to like really be able to set yourself up for retirement, you're good. But if you're like on the younger side, you're like 20 years old, 25, 30, like it's gonna change. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna change. I just know that it will change. Everything changes. Social media wasn't even a thing 20 years ago. Really social media is 2007. Like social media the way we know it today with like Facebook, that was started in 2007. Today it's 2024. What is that? It's like 17 years? 17 years, yeah. So it's like, it's a lot of things change. And it's funny, while certain things change super quickly, certain things change super slowly. Like, as long as you understand how to utilize the internet to go and get a solid stream of clients, you're always going to have money. It's so simple. You're always going to have money. Once you understand, and like if you learn how to start a bookkeeping business one time, you're gonna have all the marketing chops that you need to start whatever business you want. You can start an e-commerce business. You can start a coaching business. You could start a online delivery service, an online virtual assistant business, right? It's like, because like a bookkeeping business is like one of the most, it teaches you the fundamental skills of the internet, right? The fundamental skills are going to be marketing, sales, pricing. Within marketing, traffic, audience, conversion. I'll do another video that's going to like describe a little bit further. This video might get a little bit long, so I just want to kind of keep it focused on the AI topic. So it won't replace you in the short run. It'll only help augment your skill set and make you a much more valuable asset to most of people's companies. Okay. Now, if you want some help, like maybe you've been watching some of these videos and maybe you're thinking about starting a bookkeeping business or an accounting business, like you just come from a different career, or maybe there's just a lot of like nervous hesitation around like starting. If you want to go and get some help so you can avoid a lot of the mistakes that like most people like make when they're starting their business, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to like see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. I'm basically, we don't take on a huge amount of people. We take on a max of about 10 to 12 people per month. Usually it's about 10. In some cases, if some like really unusual circumstance happens, like maybe it's just someone who just needs the help and I can't in good conscience like turn them away for that month, then like we might go to like 11 or 12. But it's generally around 10, because I want to make sure I can serve you as well as possible, and I want to make sure that I can be as efficient as possible, give like the best results within this business. So if that's you, if you want some help and you feel that if you had guidance, you had customization inside of a program, if you feel that would help you, go ahead and click the link inside the description, book a call, and let's see if I can help you out, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.